Good morning, peoples. It's a beautiful day, beautiful cold day here. I'm gonna take a little walk in the park and see if there's any birds out here. I can hear a lot of stuff. Smuggler, what's going on? Caw-caw, Sean Quinn. Good morning. It's cold. It's a cold day. It's probably about 37 degrees, but the sun is out, so I feel good. Wearing some dark stuff, absorb the sun. Let's take a little walk in the park here. Hello, yeah. Hello, yeah. Caw-caw, everybody. We're just getting going here. Hear a lot of birds up in the trees here. Starlings mostly is what I've heard so far. You know, if they weren't so invasive, the starling is actually a pretty bird. Has a lot of neat songs and calls. There's just a lot of them, and they've taken over nesting sites of a lot of other bird species. So yeah, I'll try to read chat. We got some bright sunshine. We got bright sunshine and glare and all that. We'll see what's around. I'm gonna take a walk along a decent sized river here, and if we get lucky, if we get absolutely lucky today, like absolutely epically lucky, we might see an eagle today. That was kind of my motivator for getting out on a cold day. You know, in the cold days when the smaller ponds and lakes in the region are frozen, which they may not be because we've had a couple of days recently. If there's any kind of surface ice on those lakes and ponds, then the eagles will take to flying up and down the river corridors, which are open for the most part. And it's a good time of year to see them. So a lot of big trees around. Ooh, there's an eagle. Let's go look at that. No, it's a fake one. But we're gonna go look at it anyway. I should have built up the hype a little bit and said, hey, there's an eagle right over here. Let's go look at it. Anyway, it says poor connection, which it always does on my streams. I just instantly get, when I go live, just the poor connection thing goes across the top, and that's been the last like 5 times I've gone live. So it is, I suppose. It's a fertile sighting. I am wearing a Tim Hortons toque, but I am in the United States. Hey guys, look at that. How's that for bird watching? That's a beautiful piece of art right there. That's some chainsaw art right there. Yeah, it's beautiful. Somebody did a really, really nice job on that. Caw-caw, 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 caw-caw. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Scuff Van Life Live. Whoa. We got real heroes popping in here today. Decided to take a walk on a pretty cold, brisk day here. It's like 37 degrees or so. Our hope is maybe find a real eagle. I didn't put it in the description, you know, searching for eagles or anything like that. But I'm going to walk this riverfront trail here, and if you do that this time of year, chances are an eagle could glide by or be perched up in a tree overlooking the river, because this is their hunting area this time of year. It is a little brisk, as they say. She's a little brisk in these parts. How's everybody else doing out there? Everybody doing okay? Whoa, it's Lauren. Hi Lauren, how are you? Birdman's at it today. Got my toque on here, my Canadian, they call them beanies or stocking caps or whatever they call them in the United States, but in Canada these are toques. Actually, a real toque would have a pom-pom on it, would have a little ball on the top of it to be a really authentic toque, but I never liked those pom-pom things as a kid. I was just like the normal hats. Whew. Smuggler has got to come in here. It's a beanie here in the USA, that's right. A beanie. Alright, we're going to walk this. You guys got a boat? Anybody got a boat out there? They want to put a boat in today, 37 degrees? Don't think so. Don't think so. No boats. I keep my eyes peeled on the horizons and in the trees, treetops, in case an eagle decides to come by. There's a bit of ice floating around in the river, so that's a good sign for eagles, because that means some of the smaller bodies of water are still frozen over, and the eagles fish in open water, so they're going to be in the river corridors today. I'm pretty certain of that. My record is 11 eagles in one day. That's my record. Don't think we're going to get that today, because on that day it was like minus 10 or something. I'm not going to walk around in minus 10. I'll walk around in 37, but not minus 10. Sorry about the poor connection. Hey, Kathy. Be in the house. Yeah. Brisk walk. Yeah. That's boats and birds. That's it. We're on a boat. We need to get a boat. Be the first ever boating bird watcher live streamer combination. All right. Oh man, she's a bright one. Cat avalanche. Whoa. Hey, don't worry about it. You know, it takes me a long time to get up the gumption to stream some days. I've been a little behind in my thought process and my motivation to fire up the stream, and it's no it's nothing against anybody out there in the community. It's really on me. And I've been close. I've had Streamlabs, I've had everything called up before, and I've been literally going like this to hit the button, and then I've gone, crap, can't do it. It's the weirdest feeling in the world. It's like not stage fright and not shyness. It's just maybe a bit of anxiety. I don't know. She's a beautiful scene out here today. Got ourselves a big flowing river with some ice chunks in it. You can see them. There's some ice floating near the far shore there a little bit. Take us birding on the lake. Get a canoe. Oh yeah. Jar! Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Cow, cow. And caw-caw. Cow, cow, and caw-caw, everybody. That's it. That's Jar, everybody. All right. I know you meant caw-caw. So we'll go down this trail. We'll walk, I don't know, this trail's a good mile or two. We can hang out together. As long as the phone service is good, and if it disappears, well, then we know. I've been trying to at least think about eating better and taking more walks. And again, in the winter time, that's seems to be tough to do. I do have, ladies and gentlemen, the bird camera. This is a bird camera right here. You got to have one if you're going to be out watching birds. I choose camera over binoculars because I choose the camera over binoculars because I want to document things. And so nobody's fishing today, nobody's boating. Not a chance. This is a beautiful place. Kathy, thank you. It's a this, or I'll kind of say because it's kind of the whole. It's like country. You're supposed to sit still, at least sometimes, and here we are walking around. You're supposed to be quiet, and here we are talking. And you know, in order to get the really good birds, you got to probably sit in an area for a while. But we're mobile. We're mobile scuffed ornithologists. Cruise ship in March. I don't believe so, Lauren. Scuffed ornithology saved my life. That's definitely a chapter in Birdman's first bird book, which we are kind of formulating in our minds and on our laptop. Formulating the Scuffed Ornithologist's Guide to Live Streaming. Or yeah, something like that. Every once in a while, you just got to scan the far horizons. I mean, if there's an eagle like flying like a half a mile away, you can see it. So you got every once in a while you got to gear up and not let one get past you. This is a prime eagle spot. I've seen just in this corridor. You know, there's a roadway up here, but just in this corridor, I've seen 11 eagles in one day flying on this river corridor. All in about a 15-minute span. I was driving one way on this road here and saw a couple, and I saw a couple in the tree, and then I drove another mile and saw another couple sitting there, and then another couple flying down by one of the bridges. It was like amazing. It was like a whole colony of them flying around. So hopefully we get lucky today. And if not, at least we're out taking a walk, trying to get ourselves back into game shape, I guess. Not for playing gigs, but for you know, scuffed ornithology. Trying to get ourselves back into shape for scuffed ornithology. I've been following these bird photographer as well. And you know what? Some of the photos they got on there are just unreal, just totally unbelievable. It kind of knocked me on my keister for a little while. I thought, why the heck am I out here taking scuffed photos? But then I thought, no one else is out here taking scuffed photos. Scuffed ornithology is where it's at. All the pros and the National Geographic people can have the high quality, high res stuff, and then I thought there is a place for me. I don't need to be top tier. I don't need to be a scientist. I don't need to be a professional with $100,000 worth of gear. I just need a live stream and a camera and an audience, and then we can go do whatever we want. Okay, anyway, all right. Going to cruise in March. We were going to talk about cruise. No cruising much. I should be on a cruise ship right now. The original plan was, and Scuff Van Life knows this well. Hopefully, well, maybe not even well. I don't know. We didn't get too many details other than we sort of had the, for lack of a better term, we kind of had the opportunity to pass on this one, and so we just kind of let it pass. We had it out, I guess, because of all the illnesses on cruise ships around the world right now. It was sort of like, oh, well, really, it was, you know, it was one or two of us that weren't feeling that great and thinking, oh my God, I'm going to step onto the ship and we're going to get quarantined right off the bat. And then we're going to miss the Ukraine, and we're going to be stuck on a ship. So it was a bit, and that provided sort of the, like, sort of like calling in sick, you know. You do it sometimes. You have to, especially if you think you're contagious, whether it's a cold or whether it's a, you know, you got upper respiratory virus or bronchitis or just whatever. And so it's just like, say, hey, we'll get a doctor's note if you want, but it's not a good idea for us to be boarding this ship anyway. Plus, we're paranoid as hell about some illnesses and ships getting quarantined and all that stuff. So, hello. I hear a woodpecker of some kind. Let's see. I got a picture of a golden fronted woodpecker in Texas. First time ever sighting when we were down there a couple weeks ago. I'm hearing probably a red-bellied woodpecker up here. They're the most common probably around here. If I see it, I'll get a photo of it, but I don't see it. It's up there. Anyway, any other questions coming in here? Skip the quarantine. Yeah. Yeah. Cryptic by nature. Caw, what's going on? Cryptic in the house. Hey, we got a few people on. All right. Yeah. Scuffed Ornithology here, and we haven't even taken a bird picture yet. But I'm seeing a whole flock of geese up here. We're gonna take a photo of them. I'm walking this riverfront park here in a sort of a optimistic, maybe overly optimistic chance of eagle today. Photo of it. I know Goldie would like that. If Goldie Cobb's out there, he's waiting on that prime shot of a bald eagle. We've got a couple of scuffed bald eagle shots in our life, but he's waiting on the good one. He's waiting on the high res bald eagle shot from 20 yards. You know, he wants that one. Ooh, it's a brisk day out here. Some geese. Some geese over there. Friendly Canadian geese. Alright, Kathy's got downy woodpeckers. Those are great. Hey, Deafness, what's going on? Deafness 45, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just out here taking a very brisk, cold walk here on a 37-degree day. And, I might as well shoot these geese while they're sitting over there in the sun. See what we can do here. Do 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 do. Whoa, it's cold. All right. Woo. She's a brisk one. There's a breeze. It is brisk. Getting out here in sort of the open, like bend in the river here, and it's quite a cold breeze coming through. All right, geese. Get a little closer to the geese here. We can get a good shot or two of these geese. All right. Press the geese. Hey geese, what are you walking away for? I'm the bird man. I'm not going to do anything except take a photo of you. Maybe a selfie. I mess with the Canada geese. There's a whole lot of them around. I've seen flocks. I don't know. My home golf course used to have a problem with those when I was young and playing like youth golf and stuff. And there'd be 500 or 600 geese just on one golf hole or on one little pond or something. Just hundreds and hundreds of them. And it was never. So you'd have to clean all the. Or if you were gonna putt on the green and there's like 100 geese on the green, you'd have to walk or go along and scoop the goose droppings so you could putt on the green. It was terrible. But the fence for a golf course with Canada geese, get a dog. It's not killing them, not doing anything, just get a dog. Run around there and literally chase them away, or at least keep them off the grass, keep them all on the ponds. Then they'll get bored and tired of being there. Yeah, Joseph, what's going on? Okay, we're reading that something like 80% of bald eagles are here now. Oh, I hear a downy woodpecker. Let's see if we can. What do we got here, guys? Whoa, sorry, bad angle. Searching the treetops. Also, if you see me looking off in the distance, I'm checking the skyline. Just in case there's an eagle flying like pretty far away, then we can get in position to take a picture of it. Man, a couple of woodpeckers calling back and forth to each other, but I can't see either one of them. There's one over here and there's one over there. Kind of alternating their little calls. All right. Oh man, GoPro in the house. How long has this been going on? Hey, we're doing our best. We're doing our best. Come on. Okay, now somehow I've held my finger on the screen too long and we've lost chat. Dang it. There we go. Davis. Robert Davis. Robert Dervis. And man, it's cold out here. My lips are frozen. I need to go get a Tim Hortons hot chocolate. Oh wait, they don't have that here. Ramona A in the house now. Yeah, everyone's greeting GoPro. I put a photo in Discord of GoPro and I. He showed up to a gig last week and we took a photo together. You guys should check that out. It's in the Lefty Beatle Discord. If that's available, if someone has it, please post. Not much goes on in there. Just throw random things in there. Not and no bird photo. Not Russian because I'm horrible at checking that thing every day. I have a stone in my boot. Dang it. Yeah. Tim's is only in 12 states. Real DJ Fruit Loops in the house. Alright. Welcome, Kaka. Scuffed ornithologists unite. The bird nation has united out here in a cold 37-degree day. Walking a river corridor just in hopes that an eagle might fly by and we can get a photo. Or there might be one perched. So you see me get a lot of shots of my underside of my chin here as I walk along. I guess I could hold the phone like this. And it looks like I'm looking up at the phone. I'm learning. Aren't we all? I think we're all learning. And if you're not learning, you're going backwards. Other than hearing a bunch of starlings and woodpeckers, I'm not seeing a lot of birds here in these trees. Maybe it's too cold. Maybe they all went inside. I don't know. Maybe they got places to go. My bird feeders this morning were full of birds. Just full of birds. Mostly finches and sparrows. They'll eat every seed, every piece of seed or food you put out. Finches and sparrows. They'll just sit there and like little vacuum cleaners, just clean you out. All right. Good spots to sit and fish there. Yeah. There is this is a fishing spot for sure in the spring, summer, and fall. Not so much today. It's a beautiful place, though. We're walking forward on this riverfront trail here. It's a big, wide river here. Still some bits of ice floating by here. Out in the middle there you see little pieces, little chunks of ice. Yeah. Come back in the spring and catch some fish. Oh hey, we need to do that. There's some good fishing all over Missouri. We could find some spots. Heck, we might be living off the land by then. We don't know. We don't know how things are going to go. We never do. Nice little, I like these. It's a nice young sycamore tree here. These things grow huge, but this is a young one right here. Those things grow to be gigantic. This one's only about, oh, in diameter it's less than a foot. And come back in 50 years and that tree will be 5 feet in diameter, maybe more. Scuffed ornithology. Lefty Beatle out here. Some people call me the bird man. Got my bird camera. We're taking a walk along the river, trying to just see not only just birds in general, which we're not going to be able to sneak up on too many on this trail, but just in case an eagle comes by or we stumble on one, we'll be ready. We will be ready. So it's not about the numbers today. It's not about really specifically trying to get songbirds or migratory birds. There's really not a lot around except for the wintering birds. Okay, I'm hearing some stuff up here. It's more about just making ourselves available. You're never going to see a bald eagle unless you go try to get it. Oh, hang on, here's a bird. We're going to bird up. You guys ready to bird up? Bird up. There's little guys down here along the shore. There he is. Let's see what we got here. Come on. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's pretty. This might take 2 hands. It's too cold to focus the camera here. Junko. There he goes. Oh, did kind of get him, didn't I? Ah, I got part of him. Hang on. Yeah. Whatever. That was scuffed as heck. That was scuffed as heck. I know you guys are ready to bird up, and that was a little Junko, and they winter well in Missouri. You find them underneath your feeders, usually hopping around on the ground or on a deck, or they will eat out of like a pan feeder. They're not really perch. I mean, I have seen them perch on my little feeders, but mostly they hop around on the ground underneath the feeder. They're a little gray and dark gray. They have a white underbelly. They're little guys, the size of a finch or sparrow. Smaller than, bigger than a finch. So I heard somebody up here. Let's see what we got. We're birding up here, you guys. Oh, there's somebody. Oh yeah, we're heading this way. Alright guys, sorry, I'm going to do this. I need 2 hands on my camera. I'll try this. Alright, I got a nice picture of a red-bellied woodpecker here. Not a great picture, but decent enough. Decent enough. Selfie stick and a camera, and so I'm trying to do this. There was a little bird up here too, and I wanted to see what it was, but I think the woodpecker actually chased it off. So maybe it's near a nest. Let's just get a bit of an angle. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Perch right on the branch for us, right there. Don't know if you can see me right now. Come on, woodpecker. Gotta get this guy here. He's elusive, but not impossible. There he is. Patient here. All right, got ourselves a nice bird here. Let's go over to the shade, show you what I got. All right, got ourselves a nice red-bellied woodpecker. That's a pretty good shot. That's already worth coming out here to get a shot like that. It is cold. Hey, what do we got here?
Take this $5 for some bird stuff.
Whoa.
Love and respect.
GoPro in the house. GoPro, you're a hero. GoPro, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, GoPro Creations. Did that appear on the screen? I heard the audio, but I didn't see anything appear on the screen. Did something appear there? Did that happen? Please tell me that happened. You guys all heard that, right? Woo! All right. Yeah, I'm gonna warm my hands up for just a second here. Thank you, GoPro. That means a lot. Yeah, if you have trees, you have woodpeckers. So the world needs trees. The world needs woodpeckers. If you didn't have woodpeckers, then the carpenter ants would probably eat everything, including your house. I had somebody try to tell me that woodpeckers were a nuisance and that they were that they had a nice tree on their property, and the woodpeckers ate it all and destroyed the tree. And that's not what destroyed the tree. The insects destroyed the tree. The woodpecker was just there being opportunistic, trying to get the insects. Had nothing to do with the tree's demise. I don't believe that woodpeckers really take down living trees. If somebody knows more about that, anyway, I wanted to prove this person wrong when they said that woodpeckers destroyed their trees. Anyway, cheers, shout out to GoPro. That bird was for you. That woodpecker photo was dedicated to GoPro Creations. Probably still up there. But we got a good enough photo so that we're going to move on down the trail. Get our cool picks back around our neck here. That's a really nice tree. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Nice area. We'll continue to bird this area throughout the year, you guys. So you're seeing it here in the wintertime. It's funny, a couple days ago it was 60 degrees. And today it's the upper 30s with a breeze. So it's actually probably a little wind chill going on. But moving around is not too bad. The sun is better than the shade. All right, who we got here? Woo, bird stuff. We're doing bird stuff. Yeah, the winter trees, you know, they're quite interesting. That's a big tree right there. Gotta look at this huge tree going right up into the sun here. I don't know what they call this type. Some kind of badge. That could be a flood level. There was a flood in this part of the world. Look at this big ass tree here. It's a big tree. Just keep our eyes and ears open here. This is a good bird area right here. This is a bird tree right here. Nothing like a nice tree. Yeah, we had some flooding in this area, I think about a year ago. And oh, here we go. Here's some content. Hey GoPro, tune into this. Check this out. Here's some content for you. Maybe about 100 coal cars on this train here, maybe at least, maybe 150, but train action. This is GoPro content for GoPro right here. He likes this kind of stuff right here. This is gonna be a long train. These coal trains, they get like 150 cars or so on them. 175 I've counted before. We're not gonna count them today. We're not that OCD. Someone in the chat's probably counting them like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just, it's all right. It's all right. Just hang with us. Just hang with us here. Scaring all my eagles away. Train action. I do like a good train. I like hearing trains. I like seeing them. I've always lived near them. You get so used to them. Like a train can go by and blast the whistle at night or in the morning, and you're so used to it, it doesn't wake you up. Those who have lived near trains or near tracks have just, you know that you can sleep through it. It doesn't bother you. But anyway, We all like a good train. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't. Just trying to get a look to see if the end is in sight here. We're just enjoying this train here together. I know there's somebody still counting cars going 99, 100, 101, 2, 103, 104. There's at least 100 cars on that train. Again, probably more like 150. If you've ever sat at a crossing and watched them go by, maybe you get into the habit of counting them. I used to live in a neighborhood where I was hemmed in by a crossing occasionally. If that's your count when you're trying to go across, and you got to sit and wait in your car, and you're the first car, and if you'd have been 10 seconds quicker, you would have got over. Word to the wise: don't try to outrun a train. When that arm comes down, don't say, "Oh, I got 5 seconds, I can go around it." Don't do stuff like that. In a past life, I used to track transportation safety reports and numbers and accidents and stuff like that. It's amazing what people do at railroad crossings. It is relaxing. In fact, if it was about 20 degrees warmer, I would have laid down on the ground and took a nap for the duration of this train. The end is finally in sight. A smuggler. Two guys held a sign. Ding, ding, ding. That's kind of hilarious. I hope that the lead of that story doesn't lead to you saying, yeah, there was a terrible tragedy involved. Otherwise, we can't laugh at that too much. We can laugh at irony, I suppose. Isn't that amazing? Possible that train derailed, you would be that close. Well, I don't want to be anywhere near a derailing train. To paraphrase somebody, I like trains that derail. Ladies and gentlemen, Burlington Northern Santa Fe.
Shout out to trains. Another $5 for trains.
Going too fast to hop on, as it were. That train was going faster than I can run. There's no way that we try to hop onto that. All right, train over. Resume. Brain sample. Yeah, we don't want to be near any derailing trains. Whoa, wait a minute. Something's happening here, guys. I gotta check something. Shout out to trains. Oh, I'm replaying that. Can I do that?
Shout out to trains. Another $5 for trains.
Woo! Hey, I couldn't hear that. The train was going by. You can't mess with me on that. I did a replay. No, you can charge that back if you want. But that train noise drowned out my phone there. But thanks very much. GoPro likes trains, you guys. He's been around them a long time. He knows about them. He knows how loud they can be when you're standing next to one with your cell phone. He knows that trains are very loud. Those are among his knowledgeable attributes of the train world. So we had to do a replay on that. Hey, GoPro's a hero, you guys. He's on fire. That's right. We should build a fire and sit next to it. No, it's too windy. Not doing that. Anyway, we're going to continue down our trail here, just in case there's. We got poor connection again. It always says that, though, doesn't it? He's paying for this with all the spare change he finds under the scuffed van life bed. GoPro's, he's under there right now watching. If you tune into Scuffed Van Life, you can hear him under there snickering at me as he types the word "straight up scammed" into the comment line. It's a bit muddy up here. We just lost all of our snow cover. A couple days ago it was 60. It sure isn't 60 today. We've got ourselves a big... Is that possibly a big hawk up across the way here? Maybe? No, maybe not. Nah. I think that's a piece of trash floating in a tree, like a plastic bag or something. Ratchet down your plastic bags. Don't let them blow away. Don't let anything blow away. Don't let a label off of a bottle blow away. It ends up in the storm sewers and flows into the rivers and then flows into the lakes. Sometimes even eventually the ocean. So even if you're in the middle of the country, you throw out a piece of plastic or something, that can still end up in the ocean, believe it or not. And that's not what we're doing here. We're trying to prevent that kind of stuff. Alright, let's check out this bird tree. This is a bird tree right here. It's one of those big sycamores. We saw a young sycamore before. This one's a little bigger, a lot bigger. This is what that little one will become eventually. Okay. There's something way across the river in a tree, and it's just a little lump. It's enough of a little lump that I want to zoom in on it and see if it's a perched bird of prey or something. Don't think so. Todd Sam got banned from chat for that sign. for the ding 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 sign in a train, like a stream or something. That'd be nuts. That'd be crazy. Crazy, all right. Yeah, not many birds out. I mean, there are tons of birds out. They're all doing it up. They're all at my feet right now eating bird seed. Here I am walking the trail, and all the good birds are back. Back eating all my birds. It really is beautiful. We had a question about the river. It's a big one. I believe this is the Missouri River. It's not the Kansas River, but the Kansas River is not that far away. But this is the Missouri River here. Oh gosh. We're gonna have ourselves another train here before too long. All right, I hear birds in these trees here. Definitely. Darn, that would have been cool. I thought I saw a big bird up there, but it wasn't. It was one of the broken branches. Kind of like a... Okay, here we go. We'll take a picture of another bird here. Let's get our bird on here for a second. Oh, he flew away right when I said that. Oh, there he is. Dang it. He just fly away on me. Dang it. It's the same wood. It's the same type of woodpecker. It's just a different. It's another one in another tree. But it's good practice. I don't think it would supply award-winning content, but at least it's something interesting. We call ourselves a bird watcher, so when there are birds, we got to watch them. So the next gig for me, and I don't know if anyone has asked that lately, America's most beloved bird watcher, Lefty Beatle. Chip, you're too kind, but thanks and welcome. Next gigs for me in the realm of scuffed beetles are going to be in the Ukraine, and the trap day starts a week from today for me. Whoa! Whoa! Hello? Ah, that's subscription. Angel Wings. Right on. Hey GoPro, check this out. This is for GoPro and Angel Wings. Thanks for subscribing. Here we go. All right. This one is a cargo. These are multimodal, intermodal cargo containers. These will be placed on. They'll be stored, but they can go on the backs of trucks. These ones right here. So they call them multimodal. Another choo-choo for GoPro. It's loud as heck out here too. So anyhow. Yeah, that's loud. If something does happen, my only option, that's my only option, guys, if something happens. It's my only option. I'm just saying. Alright. I'm going to come up to this bend here and loud when you're standing 40 feet from a train, isn't it? Yeah, so we were talking about, oh, here we go. Some wildlife tracks here. There's some deer tracks. So some deer tracks right there, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Stephanie Light. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Lefty Beatle. They call me the Birdman. Thanks for coming in. Just doing a little winter's day walk on a trail here. We got us a big train going behind. Just trying to take pictures. I really came down here to see if here's our scenery. I came down here to see if there were any eagles flying around in the river area today, because it's kind of a cold day, and the goal was to just see if there's anything around, see if there's any eagles down here. So this train was much shorter. Much shorter. In fact, here comes the end of it. Sorry everyone for the volume. Yeah. Alright. Shout out to BNSF. Be cool. Supplying all this train content. I paid them to come through my stream. That's called product placement. BNSF. We did a deal where they said, okay, you're going to be streaming down by the river on such and such a day. We'll team up. We'll drive through the shot. We'll get because there's big money in that. I mean, you saw it. You saw the donos fly across the screen. You know, there's big money in that. So me and BNSF, we teamed up for that for the train to go right through the middle of my stream, and it seemed to work. I think we all came out ahead on that, and that was good. I see a little bird nest up here. I'm going to take a photo of it. Try to figure out what kind of nest it is. It's a hanging, they call it a bag nest. So it's about the size of my hand, and it's built as a bag. So it's not just a nest like that, but it's clinging to a branch. So a bird will go in the top and go down in it. Possibly an oriole, maybe. I know they make those hanging bag nests. Let's see what else does. I'm not necessarily the best for identifying bird nests. Let's see if we can get it on here. That's not a beehive. That's a hanging bird nest there. Hummingbirds do, yeah, they do, but the hummingbird nests are only about the size of your thumb, or whatever, they're really tiny. I have seen those in the wild, a hummingbird nest. This one is probably big enough for a bird the size of an oriole. Anyway, it's cool to see one, and of course with all the leaves on the tree you would never see that. That's well hidden. So maybe you got to think of birds that would be along the river shore, because we're along the shore. So the bird that would build a nest there overhanging, the swallow, would that be some kind of swallow nest maybe? Those are more colony birds though, so you would think that any type of swallow would there'd be like 100 nests there and not just one. I don't know. That one's up for discussion. And You don't have to discuss it, but anyway. You don't have to look it up, don't have to do anything, just enjoy it, I guess. Oh man, I thought that was again, the shades on, the sun shining. I'm thinking I'm seeing stuff perched in the trees, because that's what I'm hoping for. And it wasn't. It wasn't a bird, it was a branch. All right, we're out in, we're still in poor connection territory here. This patch here. It's not in this spot. Good observations. This little observation spot right here. We're a little further. We're quite far from the parking lot. Here we have us another totally different kind of bird nest up here. There's a more traditional nest that you would see in a gonna buy everybody hot chocolate? You bet, you bet. GoPro's going out to the River Road tomorrow to check out the eagles. All right. Good going, GoPro. So PB says Oriole on the previous nest. So we'll go with that on the previous nest. I think it's a good call. This one here, this one's more of a traditional nest here. This is going to be your whoever. That's going to be your robin, your blue jay, your maybe mourning dove. I mean, could be just about anything. It's got some decent size to it. It's about the size of a softball, that one I was just showing you. And so it's got some decent size. Hey, should we go jump on that floating iceberg and float down the river? Should we do that together? Of course not. Of course we shouldn't. Of course we shouldn't. Yeah, GoPro, take your camera with you if you're going eagle spotting. They're around. I've seen several. I was driving back from Illinois on Saturday and I saw several eagles. I saw an adult and then I saw a young eagle that didn't have much white on it at all. Just kind of scruffy looking, but it was massive. It flew right over the road, and it was a massive bird. Is it everyone in the chat seen a bald eagle before in the wild, in real life? Not in a zoo, not in a bird of prey exhibition or anything like that, but actually had an eagle like fly right over you. Or see them a lot when you're driving. If you're driving, you keep your eyes kind of open for that kind of thing. If anyone hasn't, Alright, let me get out of this mud here. This trail, we're at the end of this particular trail. I'm trying to see. There's some good bird trees down here though. I'm going to go to the actual end of it just to say I did it. I think we've walked close to a mile, I would say, already. I don't really keep. That's obvious from the I'm Lost on the Trail episode of Ornithology back in the summer. half trail and ended up for flowers. You guys remember that? We got some good birds on that trip, so getting lost wasn't the worst thing in the world. All right, let's look back at these bird trees. We got good lighting here now. If there is a photo opportunity, this is pretty good here. Looking back at these bird trees. No trains. My nose is running. Why didn't you tell me my nose was running? A lot of eagles on the Mississippi and Illinois River, especially by the lock and dam. Oh, heck yeah. Grand Canyon. You saw a bald eagle in the Grand Canyon. Boy, that would be majestic. Cookie Crumbs Vicky has seen bald eagles. You know, no matter how many you see, and you guys can agree, no matter how many you see, whenever you do see one, it's like, it's stop you in your tracks, pay attention, observe it as long as you can. Even if you see 10 of them in one day, my record's 11. But even if you see 10 in one day, that 10th one is still as majestic as the first one. I never ever take that for granted. Look up in these bird trees. These are some nice bird trees right here. Yeah, GoPro, please, if you go out eagle spotting tomorrow or anytime, take that camera with you. It'd be pretty awesome. All right, well, switch hands here. So I'm gonna walk, we gotta walk back the way we came, at least for a while. There's no real way to branch off. Because we got a railroad track on one side and a river on the other, so we're just gonna go back the way we came, from whence we came, as they say. But, yeah, what else going on? So the Ukraine trip is coming up, you guys. Scuffed Beatles in the Ukraine. So if anyone's on who doesn't know, or if we haven't talked about it for a while, I play shows. I play in a Beatles tribute show for a living, and we're going to the Ukraine to perform, I believe it's 6 shows. 6 sick shows. Say that really fast times. 6 shows, 6 shows, 6 shows, 6 shows, 6 shows. And some of them are in like the old ornate opera houses. So we're gonna get a little fancy on at least a few of those shows. I think there's one of them's in a club, and I think there's a few orchestra shows too. So I don't know what the ratio is of club shows versus orchestra shows. But we're gonna be for the train enthusiasts. We are going to be traveling between most of the shows by train. So we're going to document a lot of it. If we can stream, we're going to stream. And if we can't stream, we're going to take a lot of pictures and a lot of video and then make a compilation of our trip. So there will be content come out of that no matter what. Hopefully some of it being live. Of course, you'll have to get up pretty early in the morning to watch our evening performances or travels from the Ukraine, because it's I don't know how many time zones it is. It's several. I haven't looked it up, to be honest, how many time zones it is over. But I know England is 5 from the East Coast. From Eastern Standard Time, England is 5, so it's got to be at least 5, right? Probably 6 or 7. Maybe not. Anyway, I'm talking out of my rear end here now. All right, may stream if Streamlabs will work. Yeah. GoPro, thank you. Marion was a good show. Marion being Marion, Illinois, which is the most recent gig that I managed to play. Thank you for saying so. We had GoPro in the house. We had celebrities. We had GoPro, we had Stacy, and we had Virgie, and we had who knows how many heroes out there. People that tune into the streams. Some of them live streamers themselves. GoPro he did try to stream part of the show and scuffed out, so he tried. Maybe I mentioned earlier, there's been times when I've been ready to stream and then I've just shut it down. That was one of them. I was ready to stream that day, and in our dressing room dynamic, sometimes we get separate rooms, sometimes we all pile into one room, and there were conversations going on that I just couldn't fire up. But we were business and personal, that it was getting close to showtime, and I was sitting there like dangling over the button, but I didn't hit it because the topics, we were talking about a lot of stuff that we have to talk about away from the stream regarding business decisions. So I just never hit go on it. So that's why that stream didn't happen. But, should I just stand here and yell, "Bald Eagles! Come out, wherever you are"? No, we don't do that. Look at this magnificent sycamore tree here. This is the same one we just shot, but anyway. Me and early morning don't mix. It's 8:18, so we're 8 hours ahead. 8 hours difference. I'm in the central time zone right now, and it's a little afternoon, so we're 8 hours difference in Kiev to the Midwest. That's so if we have an 8 o'clock show, you're at noon. You're watching a show at noon, guys. That might work out perfectly. That might work out absolutely perfectly. You can clock out on your lunch hour and watch a set of us playing music with a Ukrainian orchestra of some kind. That could work out great. I thought if it was more like, I always think whenever I watch, I guess that makes a lot of sense. If it's evening there, then it's midday here. So I don't know what I was thinking about getting up early. You guys are all up early. Even Smuggler was up early today. Of course, maybe he didn't even go to sleep last night. It's hard to say with somebody like that. I don't know. I can't speak for him. Okay. I'm gonna sit here and listen to a bird call for a minute. I'm gonna go with wren. Some kind of wren off in the distance. Got off topic. Knew that would work. GoPro recorded the second half, you guys. Is that on YouTube yet, GoPro? And if it is, you have our permission to throw that up. You have my permission to share the link here if that's up. All right, I guess that train. The guy forgot his lunch, so he's got to go back. This guy right here, he had the whole train. He was already halfway to like St. Louis. He forgot his lunch, so he's got to come back and get it. Got you! I got your train! I got your train! All right. We're enjoying ourselves out here. This part of the stream is sponsored by our good friends at BNSF. At BNSF, we will haul your coal wherever you want it. This part of the stream brought to you by coal. Hi, I'm Cole. I'm going somewhere now to burn in a fire and create electricity so you can charge your phones. Coal. You wouldn't have a phone charger without it. That's the new slogan for coal, you guys. That's I was given lots of money to say that. All right. Here, bird. All right. Well, what? Gosh. Hey, we're doing well. We're doing well out here. I should have put something in my pocket to blow my nose on a cold day. You just have to look at me, take me the way I am, to accept me the way I am, runny nose and all. I guess I have a sleeve. I don't want to use my sleeve. Only heathens do that. I'm probably a heathen. Getting upstaged by a train. It's this real star of the show. Trains are the real stars of the show here in this part of the world. I haven't seen any signs of bald eagles yet. You know, that was kind of a optimistic thing to think about, but I still got half a mile to walk, at least a mile, maybe more, maybe 3/4 of a mile to walk before this trail ends. So there's still a chance. So you're saying there's a chance? Is that a bird? Might have a bird. Fly by. Got to fly by. I think these birds shout out to Cole. I believe someone can prove me one way or the other. From the Midwest back and forth to the Powder River Basin in, is it West Virginia or Virginia? Somewhere out that way is where this coal comes from for Kansas City. area, the whole metro, and all the power plants that are here, and a lot of the suburbs. So don't ask me how I know that, but I think that's where these trains go back and forth to. Just several of them a day, bringing coal. They go back empty. Oh, this is cool right here. There's some kind of bird tracks there, I'm not sure. No, those are deer tracks. I don't want to deceive. I can make a joke and say those are some kind of bird tracks, but no, those are deer tracks. Probably whitetails. Probably something like that. Alright, I saw several birds here, but man, I like to follow birds with all of my senses, and with that train, I can't hear any birds, so I'm kind of miffed by that. Okay, the train's gone now. Back to birding. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. This is a beautiful spot right here. If you had a picnic lunch, you could just set up a little picnic lunch right here, maybe when it's warmer. Shout out to Cole. Alright, let's sit here and get ourselves a bird. There are several birds up in these trees that I saw when the train was going by. There's also people like jogging and walking dogs and stuff around here. I think Deafness is probably coming up the trail here to snipe my stream. This guy looks like Deafness coming up. I'm not going to show him. These are people that still hanging on to their New Year's resolutions. We're a month and a half in. People are still jogging. See how long it lasts. Anyway. Hi there. Got earbuds in. I'm not gonna pull somebody out of the routine with earbuds in. Like, hey, stop for a minute. Let's talk about bald eagles. Scaring all the birds away. That is a big tree. This is a big tree right here. Sorry for all the sniffling. It's a nice big tree, you guys. Love this tree. This tree has supplied shelter and food, safety. A lot of birds, a lot of animals over the years. This tree's got to be, I don't know, that tree's maybe 7 feet in diameter at the bottom. Woo-hoo. It's been here that's been here longer than live streaming has existed. Probably by a couple years. That thing's probably been here since the mid-1800s. Still scanning all the spots in case there's eagles. Gotta always keep in mind that we're along the river here, so one could be flying in the vicinity, and we would never know unless we stopped and scoured the horizons. Anyway, yeah. So all right. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Ukraine. So I think weather-wise, I mean, I bought some gloves, and of course I got a hat here and things. I think a couple of the places in the north, at least the northern part of the country, be fairly cold. I would think. It's a big country. I was reading a few things about it, but I actually don't. I'm gonna have to look up the facts again before I start talking about the Ukraine and the country itself. But it's population-wise, I think it's something like, might be like 30 million or something. There's a lot of people there. As a Canadian, I can say 30 million is a lot of people because Canada's not much more than that. Hey, if Smuggler's still on, or somebody look up the population of Canada and the population of the Ukraine. I'm guessing they're similar in population. Canada's far bigger in size. I hear a bluebird. Boy, it'd be nice to get a photo of a bluebird. The bluebird is often three blasts, like sort of like that. It's kind of a sweet sound, not harsh. It's musical, but it's really just three bleats like that. And I've had them at my bird bath and bird feeders all winter so far. The bluebirds stick around in the winter. I had never really had them, and then I put out these suet cakes that have dried mealworms, like pressed into the cake. So I call them my peanut butter cakes. So I call them peanut butter with mealworms embedded in them. So I put those with my feeders, and next thing you know, bam, bluebirds. It did not take very long. It only took them about a week or less to find those things, and now they're there every day. Things you know, and the things you should be able to get. Okay. All right, Canada 37. All right, Ukraine population 42. Canada population 37.5. Okay. Those are good to know. Good to know. Hey, thanks for looking that up. See, we're all learning stuff today. It's wonderful to just ask a question to the chat, and the chat will always come through for you. I appreciate everybody, whether you participate or not, or you're just casually hanging out today and not worrying about getting into it, just kind of hanging with us today, whether you're participating, whether you're half snoozing, whether you're jumping back and forth between streams, watching all the streamers. Shout out to the Scuffed Van Life, you guys. Scuffed Van Life. I'm sure most of you probably wouldn't have started watching me if it wasn't for that stream and ones like it, and one's operated by Young's Vlog and Mimi Tangerine. I always got to shout them out in my streams because they not only do they mean a lot to me as people, but they were the first live streamers I ever met. And gosh, we played a lot of gigs together this past year, didn't we? It's kind of funny to think about. We did Scuff Beatles like almost every night for like months straight, and it was weird on the days that we weren't streaming or we weren't near the stream or whatever. It's like I found myself missing it in a way, missing the people, missing the chat, missing the interaction. It kept us going. I can speak for myself, but I also think I speak freely for them too. Is that you guys keep us going? You keep us in the right frame, and someone will always have a word of encouragement or or correct something that maybe you were trying to think of, but maybe you were just a little off, and then someone comes in there with it and says, "Oh yeah, that's it. That was it. I remember." Or vice versa. Maybe we help you. Maybe you guys ask us a question and we answer one for you. I don't know. But I love the interaction. I'm always appreciative of it. So watching streams like smoking crack. Says Cryptic. All right, 17 shows. I was never disappointed. GoPro attended 17 shows. Isn't that amazing? I feel like, in a way, we just met. Like, it doesn't seem like it could possibly be that long ago, but it really wasn't that long ago. But it feels like we've known each other a long time. And I'm gonna pan this river here for a second. There's a pretty big tree floating by. Check this out. This pretty big tree. That tree's at least 40 feet long. Oh my God. Guys, that's an eagle flying across the bank. It's above the trees. I can't zoom in. That is a giant bird. I'm going to go with eagle. I'm going to try to get a photo of it. Oh man, it's going farther and farther away. Guys, we got a bald eagle. I'm preempting all the discussion here. Ah, gosh. Dang it. Okay. Isn't that something? Ah. It's really far away. Okay, I'm going to keep my eye on this thing because we have one in our sights. It's gotta come and scan the riverbed. There's a bench right here. I'm gonna sit down on this bench and I'm gonna watch this eagle. Okay, it's gonna fly up and down the river. I know it. So, okay. Somebody jogging by with their dog. Okay, I'm gonna put you down. Talk to you here. I got ourselves a bench here. Found ourselves a bench. Chat. Bear with me here, you guys. We've got ourselves, this thing is seriously 4 or 5 football fields away. I'm not going to be able to photograph it right at the moment, but if it does start fishing the river or something, here. If this thing does start fishing the river corridor, I want to be here when it does. But it is it's on the other side of the bank, so that's automatically a couple football fields away, right? And it's just it's making small, slow circles. So it's going farther away, and then it's getting a little closer, and then it's going farther. It's getting higher right now. Darn. I don't even think... Okay, guys. Now I believe there's a second one showing up. Oh, this could be good. Okay. If the chase is on, and they're going to be... If the chase is on, and those are indeed eagles... Right into the darn sun, though, you know? It's going to be almost impossible for me to get a shot from this far away. Sure. So I'll shoot this number 3 right here. Sorry guys, the third one just showed up. This could be good. Okay guys. Oh man, this guy could be good. This could be good. Bald eagle. Bald eagle, guys. Call your friends. We're live streaming. Lefty Beatle live streaming. Shooting a bald eagle in flight. Okay, gang. This one, again, it's on the far bank, but it was in a tree, so I was looking at the other two, and I was kind of following them as they were getting higher and higher and higher up in the sky, and all of a sudden one took off from a tree on the other side of the bank, so it had been perched there. I wonder for how long. But now it's up in flight. It's kind of in the same flight pattern as those other two were. Must be some good thermals over there. Some pictures of it. I don't know if they're going to be great pictures. They're far away, and I'll check the chat here in just a second, but as you guys know, when you're bird watching, when the bird is in your sight, you got to observe the bird, so other things just kind of become like, sorry, I'm not talking to chat right now, but when this thing goes out of view or gets too far away, then I'll come and update you and try to show you maybe a photo. Now this thing is starting to get a little far away. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Wow, just like that. Three bald eagles in 5 minutes. Pretty far away. But that's good stuff. All right, that one's getting really far away. I'm going to keep the camera on, keep it right here, because they can cover a lot of ground in a short period of time. So if it starts covering some ground over this way, we're gonna have it. Okay, guys. Not sure shooting a bald eagle will be a good title. Selected Beatle birds, also looking for birds. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Grab some lunch. Hey, Robert, thanks for tuning in. We had some fun. We're still having fun. I'm going to sit here and observe this eagle. I'll stay on as long as you guys want. How much battery do we got? We got battery? Yeah. At 40% battery. So we started with 90. So we've done all this on just 50% battery. That thing is going way up in the sky. I don't know if I can even get a photo of All right, I'll put you in, and let's go in the shade. Let's go in the shade. And I'll try to recall one of these photos. Sorry. Okay, we're in the shade. We're trying to get ourselves in position here. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is a bald eagle in flight from your old pal Lefty Beatle. Please send emojis and hot chocolate. We got ourselves a bald eagle today. And that's not a terrible photo, actually. I mean, that's zoomed in, really, really far zoomed in, so it's kind of blurry. But as far as bald eagle photos go, in flight. And again, these are on the other side of the bank. So he's way up there. He's way up. I mean, I just see he's just a dot now. He rode the thermals up way up high in the sky. He's still climbing way up. I mean, he's got to be, I mean, he's a good half a mile away from me now. I can just see he's just like a little dot circling around. But that was amazing. Again, those aren't going to be crystal clear, like crisp photos of an eagle, but it is an identifiable eagle. That's funny how watching one of them, and I saw a second one coming from the distance, hooked up with that one. The two of them spiraled upward, possibly to mate, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But they went way up in the sky, and then as I was kind of losing them out of the corner of my eye, I saw one take off from a branch across the river. And if I'd have been pretty quick, I could have got it when it was still low in the sky, but then it started kind of doing the same, just a slow rise, slow circles, and then slowly going up. So riding a thermal up into the air. I can't even see it anymore. It's way up there. So all three of them went from being 50-60 feet off the ground to going up. They're like a mile up now or whatever. But the two of them that went up together, so the first two that I saw, or the first one that I saw that was joined by the other one, and then they went up. They could be going up pretty high. They mate in the air. And if you read about the bald eagle, of course, when they're mating, they can't flap their wings or fly, so they fall. Picture this; it's crazy. So the male mounts the female in the air and holds on. They hold on to each other, and then they just start falling. And it's like I mean, bird sex is weird, y'all. And obviously they have to complete their copulation and separate before gravity brings them all the way to the ground. But so good luck to you. They're a mile up in the air having eagle relations. Isn't that crazy? If I'm wrong, but I think bald eagle, I think they mate in the air and then they fall. They go into a free fall because you can't mate. And if you try to do that while you're mating, you can't no. All right. And I have got to really keep my eye on this horizon here in this area, because that was amazing. I want to sit and look at a couple of these photos here, but I also want to keep active and keep going. So those trees across there was where the one that we actually took a shot of. It was in those trees across the river there. That's pretty far. Again, you couldn't. I don't even think Tiger Woods could hit a golf ball across this river, right? You know, it's hundreds of yards across. That's got to be a par 4 across there. That's got to be a driver and a 7-iron probably across the river here. So, but that's where the one took off from that we eventually got a shot of. All right, so I'm going to sit. I want to look at, see if we got anything worthy. But, hey guys. Hi. Good. Shooting bald eagles. If you see any, let me know.
Will do.
All right. That one's blurry. Oops. Another passable. That's passable. All right. I'm gonna be silly. I gotta go in the shade. I can't even show you. I'm trying to show you, but I can't. All right, gotta go in the shade. There we go. There we go. You can see the shot now, right? We got that shot right there. This is from really far away. I mean, the real shot's more like that. But when we zoom in, you can see some definition. Isn't that weird? You can see the point of an eagle's beak from 350 yards. Isn't that amazing? Comes a seagull. Screw you, seagull. Maybe that eagle will dive out of the air and eat that seagull, maybe. I don't know. Nothing against seagulls, I guess. Anyway, so we've got results. We got bonus results. I wasn't sure we were going to get that. I wanted to get that. Wasn't sure it was going to be possible. But gosh darn it, I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And people tolerate me. All right, guys, I'm happy. Really happy. And we didn't come out today. Oh, I see maybe something flying up there. Let's keep our eyes open. I didn't come out today to get quantity. I just came out to take a walk in a place that I know eagles fly, and we weren't sure what we were going to get, but we're certainly glad we've been able to do this. Some chat here. Savage family greetings. All right, Rick Savage, welcome. We just I don't know if you guys saw that, but I just showed you. You know, go back a couple minutes. I just showed you a picture of a bald eagle that I took on the bird camera from at least 300 yards. At least 300 yards. I mean, you're not going to get too much closer to an eagle than that, unless it flies over the road when you're driving. But pretty proud of that. And again, not National Geographic. It's still scuffed ornithology. This is scuffed ornithology. Scuffed ornithology. Scuffed ornithology. Oh, hush. I'm not hurting you. I'm just saying hello to my Canadian feathered friends. Is that right? Hey, where's the nearest Tim Hortons? Pressing geese. He won't press any people. He doesn't IRL people, but man, he goes up and presses those geese. No. I'm not hurting anything with those geese. They're not nesting, they're not doing anything. They're just sitting around eating in the park here. And as soon as I walk away from them, they're fine. That's not intruding on geese nesting site or anything. They're just walking around. They're just hanging out. Guys, all right. This has been a beautiful early afternoon. Beautiful early afternoon. It's hasn't warmed up too much. I got used to it. It might be 40 degrees. Might be 40 degrees out here. Walking along a Missouri River trail, and I keep looking over those same trees like the eagle's going to be back in the same spot, but it's not going to be. It's probably 5 miles away by now. Those things can cover massive territory in a short period of time. I watched one in Branson last summer, and I saw it right near the road, parked my car, got the bird camera out. By the time I got out of my car and held the camera up, that thing was like a mile away. It was just, they just ride those air currents, and they can be out of sight in a matter of seconds. And that's without even really trying. I think if they really tried to go fast, they could really dive bomb something. Anyway, all right, I got the sun in my face now. Scuffed disco golf. Yeah, hey, oh, disc golf, not disco golf. That's just a slip of the tongue. Yeah, there is a disc golf area in part of this park, and that was maybe I should have gone and stood that thing back up. That thing was on its side. But if you're a disc golf player, that's good exercise, especially if you kind of jog around and do it at a fast pace. Pretty good. Get you in shape. I'm getting hungry. I think we need hot chocolate as well. I go to a local coffee shop and get a hot chocolate maybe. Let's go look in this tree. Let's go look in these other trees. All of these trees. My hair's getting long. I haven't showed you my hair. It's been under a hat. I haven't cut it for a while. My bangs probably come down to here. I might need a trim before I go to Ukraine. Anybody home in here? Hello? Anybody home in this tree? Now that tree split. That tree was 2. It got toasted. No, you should keep growing it. Not too bad. I don't have the there we go. I don't have the real estate. I don't have enough coverage to have super long hair. I have just enough to comb over the spots that need to be combed over. And I always joke like I'm gonna just do like a 70s comb over, like a velvet suit and grow sideburns and all that stuff. That's my joke to myself. Gotta laugh at yourself. 'Cause, you know, if you don't laugh at yourself, there's a lot of other people who will. So just get ahead of them. Just get out ahead of them. Laugh at yourself first. If you think somebody's going to put a photo of you making an embarrassing face or doing something stupid, you think somebody's going to put that on Instagram, why don't you just go ahead and do it? And just say, look at how scuffed this is. And just get ahead of it. I learned that from young. He told me that one day. I was like, man, don't put that. I was talking to somebody else probably in the room or whatever. It was like, they took a photo of me making a face. I was like, man, don't put that on Instagram. And he goes, you know what you got to do? You got to put that on Instagram. Get ahead of it. Get ahead of it. Then they can't get anything on you. You know, just who cares? If you're cross-eyed, if you're, you know, shows in my case, picture of my fat belly hanging out, or my double chin, or whatever, bald spots, whatever. Who gives a shit? just put it out. It doesn't matter. What are we doing? Trying to protect an image? I mean, yes and no. You might as well stay ahead of it, right? All right, I'm gonna walk by some folks here. I'll let people get around me here. Hello. ¿Cómo está? How are you? You see any bald eagles today? I've seen 3. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They're watching on TV, they were showing on the news last night, sitting on the nest about to hatch an egg.
Where is that?
I'm not quite sure, it was on last night's news.
Oh, locally?
No, it wasn't around
Oh,
here.
it
It
wasn't.
was another state, but they
Yeah.
got cameras on it watching.
I watched some of those cameras on YouTube and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it would probably be on there most likely. If
Yeah.
they're following it, yeah.
I'm doing a live bird watch today, and we photographed an eagle earlier. So it was all worth it.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, they were across the way, but then they went up way high up into the air. Like they were a mile up within 20 seconds. So yeah. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Yeah. Gang. Can't read chat. The sun's so bright right now here. Let's see. Don't eat any chicken. Young is eating all the chicken. I'm sure he is. Grow it as long as yours. As long as yours? That's not even possible. That would take me till I'm 100. So it would take me at least 10 years. My nose is really running. I apologize for all the sniffing, on-camera sniffling I'm gonna do. People are gonna like edit that and be like, "Man, this guy, that bird man, I think he's got a problem." Well, I do have problems, but that's not one. Got a lot of other problems, tons and tons of other problems. I don't know. Woohoo! Well, we're kind of back at the beginning of where I turned the stream on. I think we've had a good day. Late morning into early afternoon. Really couldn't have So stop and scour the river bends here in the horizon just to make sure nothing's fly by. But guys, I really have had a fun time. The eagles were icing on the cake. We came out here. I didn't put it in the title of the stream because that's like getting your hopes up to like see one specific bird. But that's really what I came out here to do. I kind of thought there's a good chance there could be eagles out here because of the conditions. And we were right. We were right on the money. And right on the money. We got ourselves an eagle. So here's what we'll do. Here's what we will do. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna put you down here by this carved eagle again. We've really had. I'm back at the chainsaw art. There's an eagle. This eagle right here. This is representative. This is representative of where we're at in our lives. You know. We're lucky. We're lucky to not just be alive, but we're lucky to have our health and our mobility, and we don't take it for granted. We want to remain true to ourselves and our interests and our hobbies and our living, and we just want to be out here doing this. So it's been an awesome day. Pip Zed, hey, what's going on? Pip Zed, I'm not sure at what point we were taking photos of eagles, but we got photos of bald eagles today. And if you back up, I showed the chat. I showed you on the back of the camera here. So I'm standing near a bald eagle chainsaw. This is a chainsawed tree turned into a bald eagle behind me here. It's just representative of the good day that we've had. I think if you go back 20 minutes, I'd say 20 minutes would be good. Just scan back through, and we were talking about eagles. It was when I was sitting down on a bench, so if you can find a clip of me sitting on the bench, I was showing you bald eagles at that point. So anyway, if you want to see that, but that was totally worth getting out today, taking a walk on a pretty cold, pretty brisk day. I think it's finally warmed up to about 40 degrees, and the breeze isn't too bad. It's a little, there's a bit of wind chill in the air, but I don't think this yeah. So guys, shot me here with the eagle. And then Photoshop my head on top of the eagle. Wait. There. Do that and put my head on top of the eagle there. That would make a good photo. Anyway. Yeah, I'll probably so you can see some of the intricacy in this carving from the ground up. So it's a tree that probably died or got damaged in the flood, and they've turned that into a nice aesthetic. Yeah. What do you think? I'll probably sign off here. So we had a really great day. Go check out some memes hit on Discord if you share my photos in Discord. Hopefully in about an hour. Straight home and do. I'm now an hour of home, so I'll go home and do that. Joseph, thanks for tuning in. Kathy, Stacy, PB, Pip in, Nitro Nomad, and all the folks we were talking to earlier. Thanks for checking out my streams and supporting me and being cool to me. And we'll do some more stuff and get ready for the spring bird migration, guys. It's going to be a big deal when all the birds that have been in the Caribbean come back north. And keep watching for them, keep listening for them, keep all your senses honed, because thanks Ramona A. Bye-bye. Shout out to GoPro Creations, the one and only GoPro Creations. Sub to him if you haven't. He'll supply you some content. He might even have a part of a Scuff Beatle show to go up on YouTube at some point, one that we didn't stream, so that could be exclusive content. But thanks everybody, we'll talk to you soon. Lefty Beatle, some of you call me the Birdman, and you put your hands out and you go caw 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 like that with both hands though, thumbs together. I can't do it while holding a selfie stick. Caw caw. So we'll just say caw caw and we'll call it a day. Thanks guys, we'll see you soon. Birdman out.